What's up guys, this is your favorite producer, Miles Jordan. In this video I'm breaking down my latest lo-fi single, SLO-MO, and I just released it on all streaming platforms, and you can add it to your playlist. And also make sure you use my BEATSTARS promo code milesjordan30, and this allows you to create your own beat store where you can sell your beats, kits, and other services. And so let's get into this breakdown. Alright, so we're in the project of SLO-MO. First thing I started out was with this melody, and it's 80 BPM B minor. And I made it in Keyscape, and the preset that I used, the LA Custom Cinematic Piano out of Keyscape. That's like my favorite one. I use it in a lot of other stuff, like for my remix and stuff. I always use that one because it naturally has reverb like already on it, and it sounds soft. And so this is what the melody sounds like. Then after that, I copied that melody to expand, and the preset that I used was this ARPed pad. I thought it was a cool effect to go along with the piano, to like add another layer to it. And it's like the same melody, but it's like an ARP, so it has its own like kind of rhythm to it. And this is what it sounds like. And then after that, I just copy the bass line to Serum, and it's the Mextex bass, and this is what it sounds like. And then for effects, I put Valhalla Vintage Verb on the piano. And for EQ, I took out some of the lows, ducked some of the mids, and increased this area because I wanted it to like stand out more. So I increased that frequency a little bit more. For the X-Band, I put halftime on it, and I put Valhalla on it so it had more reverb around it, and it sounded like softer. And then for EQ, I just took out a lot of the lows and took out some of the highs. And so without effects, it sounds like this. So it sounds very different from this version with all the effects on it. I believe the effects really made it sound like softer and sound a bit cooler in a way, and like less harsh for the piano because I want the piano to stand out. And then for the bass, I just EQ'd some of the highs out and some of the lows. Then on the master, I just put a limiter and made it a little bit louder, put the ceiling up a little bit, and took down all the attack, release, and sustain so it didn't like delay the beat a little bit. And then after that, I rendered all of them. I did Alt-R, you just press here, and you do Alt-R, it renders it into the playlist, so it looked like this. And then in the beginning, I chopped it up with the pad, and then just kept the bass the same. And then for drums, I used LJ's Lo-Fi Drum Kit Volume 3, and I really like using LJ's drums for like lo-fi stuff because his are like really easy to use, and they're like already good, like straight out the pack. So this is what the drums sound like. And then before the drop, I added my go-to riser out of my to-go drum kit that I released last year. I use this riser in like all of my beats to like let people know like here's the verse, here's the hook. I always put it before the hook so then people know like that's the best part. And then for the drums, I put no effects on the drums. I don't even EQ drums anymore. I just leave them alone, and I just level them in the channel rack, like all of these knobs right here. I level them. What I like to do with my open hats, I pan them all the way to the right, like 30% to the right, and then with the hi-hat I put it 15% to the right, and then with my percussion I put it a little bit to the left, just so everything's not all the drums are in the middle of the beat. You have some of them pan to the left, some to the right, and then it's like ear candy to the listener. And when you put all of those things together, you get this. Alright, and that's how I made SLO-MO. Make sure to stream SLO-MO on all streaming platforms, whether that's Spotify, Apple Music, or Amazon, whatever you have, make sure to stream it. And I'm definitely going to be releasing more lo-fi releases and other things, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure to use my BEATSTARS Pro Page code, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.